So we are grouping wide receivers and tight ends here into one position group. Ryan, I want to start with you. Let's run down your pass catchers, NFC North edition, starting with number 4 through number 1.
This is a very easy ranking. I can't picture anyone else having a different ranking than me. Packers 4. That was the easiest one. Packers are 4.
That was the easiest one of this whole list.
By far.
All these position groups.
Yeah, you don't have a number 1 receiver. And if you do, it's like highly debated. They're just number 4. Bears are at 3. The Bears receiving core isn't even that bad, honestly. I'll take DJ Moore and Rome and Cole Kmet and Loveland. I think that's like solid, but it's just that the two ahead of them are just better. I put the Lions at number 2, and I love Amon-Ra. I love our receiving core with Laporta and J-Mo. I think it's great, but I think the Vikings have to undeniably be number 1. You have the best receiver in the game in Justin Jefferson. You have Jordan Addison, who's a top-tier wide receiver too.
Soon to be suspended.
Yeah, maybe that would change the rankings, actually. And Hawkinson is still a very good tight end. They're number 1 for me. Not by much, but they are.
Who finishes with a better career, TJ Hawkinson or Sam Laporta, Moran?
Laporta. Oh, sorry.
I say Laporta because the Lions won't have a second receiver in 2 years.
Ryan, you think Laporta?
100%.
I have no idea. I just thought it was a fun question.
Honestly, I like Hawkinson too. Like, I think he's good, but he just somehow he always leaves you wanting more. You know, like his time in Detroit was just so like that, where he would have. I remember his first game ever as a rookie as a Lion against Arizona. He caught like 2 touchdowns, like 10 passes. I was like, oh my god. This guy's amazing.
Drop all your fab on him.
Yeah. And then he just like never kind of got there again. But he's good. He's just not. I don't know. I think Laporta's got it.
Ryan, my list for pass catchers is the same as yours. I do have the Bears and Lions flipped, though. I have the Packers at 4, the Lions at 3, even though I do think the Lions have the best receiver, Amon-Ra, the best pass catcher of the group. I'll give you that. I would take the depth of the Bears pass catchers.
Better than Jefferson?
Between Lions and Bears, I mean.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Okay. Yeah,
I almost logged off.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I feel like the Bears overall, and I'm not going to fight you, 2 and 3 is super, super close. Same tier for me. And then, I think the Vikings have, the best wide receiver on the planet and then pieces that complement him well. So I went Packers at 4 for pass catchers, Lions at 3, Bears at 2, and then the Vikings at 1. Moran, same list for you?
So I just want to ask something. So far with these rankings, we have the worst offensive line, we don't have a second running back, and we have the worst receiving room, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. All right, just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna fucking chop and cut this episode so much. I cannot wait. But anyways.
Just chop it up.
So 4, I'm going with the Bears. I'm sorry. Yeah, 4, I'm going with the Bears. They have a quarterback that hasn't proven anything. They have a new coach. They have a brand new offensive line. And that's what I'm doing. Okay? Number 3.
Can I ask what that has to do with the pass
that wasn't
catchers?
about the pass catchers.
Because the quarterback has to get the ball to the receivers. So I'm going to factor in the quarterback that I think is going to be either the 3rd or 4th worst in the division.
But as a unit, do you think the Bears have the worst receiving core in the division?
In order to do your job as a receiver, the other factors matter.
Okay.
Fair enough.
If I want to rank the top trash men, I have to pick cities that have the most trash.
Okay.
Shout out to Philadelphia. You see that? Their garbage men are on strike.
Oh, that mayor is wild.
Yeah,
And then the mayor said, "Hey, we're gonna need you guys to drop off your trash at a set location." What?
Yeah, okay. I'll get right on that, Mayor.
That seems like a fair ask, honestly.
It's not a fair ask. They
nobody's
pay
going to do
They're
that.
on strike?
Nobody's
Brother,
going to do that.
They pay taxes to get their trash thrown away.
Correct.
You're going to put dirty trash in your vehicle? with your
Nobody's gonna do
children
that.
that sit in the no, I'm
Brother,
good.
what else are you going to do with it? Just
Leave
pile
it
it up on the street?
Just sitting
Sure-
on puddles
sure
of
am.
garbage juice in your
Sure
driver's
am.
seat? No thanks.
It's a public street, and my kids don't eat off that street. I'm good.
Honey, put that extra trash bag right in the car seat. That'll work.
Literally.
What if this strike lasts for like months though?
Figure it
Sorry.
I don't know. Shout out to garbage men though. Very underappreciated.
I didn't know
Always
Matt
trying
was
to
a
find my
stinking
guys, give
commie.
them a water.
FITFO. Figure it the fuck out. Like it's very simple.
Bro, garbage is
Yeah.
such an essential thing that a city takes care of. Like when you
I
don't
know.
have it, we all take it for granted.
Anyways, Bears 4, Vikings 3. And before you guys jump on me, it just has a lot to do with the quarterback. I don't know what I'm going to get out of McCarthy. He could be very good. He could be very bad. Number 2, I'm going to put the Detroit Lions. And the reason, again, their offensive line, I don't trust this year. Even though I rank them number 1, I just think that the offensive line is going to fall off. But, and I don't trust Jared Goff with a bad offensive line. I just don't. And again, we might cut this, and by week 12, like you said, I might look like an idiot. It's fine. But
Oh, you're for sure.
I think you're
gonna
already
look
there,
like
brother.
an
that's fine.
You're
That's
already there.
fine. I love my offense, and it is my offense. I am part owner of the Green Bay Packers. I have the certificate upstairs. But yeah, I love my pass catchers. I love Golden. I love our tight ends. I love our receivers. I love our quarterback.
Bro,
So it is
Moran?
and we have and this goes without being said. We have the best receiving core in football. So it is what it is.
Is the best receiving core in football in the room with us right now? Like,
do you mean?
where is this come? Moran found such a bullshit way to group the whole offense into this very simple question: who has the best pass catchers in the division? Moran's talking about Jordan Love and Jared Goff and our offensive line and blah blah blah.
Because
don't have receivers,
brother. We don't have so we don't have we don't have receivers. Our offensive line stinks. Our running back only is one running back, and then our quarterback sucks dick. But we're still a top 10 offense in football. I don't know how this works.
And who was top 1, Moran?
Good coach.
And what did you do with that?
The same thing you did, but who was top 1 if you're going to use top 10?
No, I'm just saying.
We were, and who was right behind us? Minnesota.
Okay.
So you're not being truthful with yourself. Be honest.
Okay, Minnesota was number 2. They have a whole new quarterback. I don't know if you realize this.
Oh my god, it doesn't matter.
All right, Moran, here's the thing.
Yeah.
We're ranking pass catchers. So, like,
brother, the pass catchers have a lot to do with your quarterback.
Just rank them in a vacuum then.
I'm going to
rank
ask
them
you
by
a question.
themselves.
The Vikings called the Packers.
Yeah.
And they said, we will trade you Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, and KJ Osborne for Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks, or Christian Watson. We
Brother,
don't even
doesn't
care.
matter.
You just pick
Brother,
one.
brother.
And Tucker
Let him
Kraft.
finish.
Are you pulling the trigger on the trade?
Absolutely, because Justin Jefferson with Jordan Love is going to have 3,000 yards.
Oh
That's a
my
dumb question.
god, it doesn't matter.
That's a dumb
not
question.
But that means the Vikings have better pass catchers.
Brother,
Do you understand?
no, I don't. Because if you give me Justin Jefferson and then you give me Mike Williams from USC, Charles Rogers, rest in peace, and Henry Ruggs, I'm going to still accept the trade because Justin Jefferson's a top 3 receiver ever, probably, when it's all said and
hence,
done.
the Vikings
But
are
then
above
how
the Packers
could they-
on the list.
Yeah.
You just
Because-
answered your own question.
Because the Vikings do not have Jordan Love. He asked me would I want Justin Jefferson on the Packers. Duh. Like what are we doing there?
I'm just
Now,
not
if
really
you-
sure.
You got to give it to Moran and his
if you-
unwillingness to back down from this garb take.
If you offered me the trade without Justin Jefferson, I'm taking the Packers receiver if that's what you're trying to do. But Justin Jefferson, I'll take with any combination.
Bro, I don't know if there's 4 receiving cores in the NFL worse than Green Bay.
Okay.
I
That's
really,
fine.
and I'm
I
not
don't
even.
know if
I think
there's
that's a factual
2.
statement. Yeah, like I think
Okay.
that's a fair and factual statement.
Okay.
Jaden Reed might have something, and I
Okay,
actually
so
like
can-
Matthew
He's a
Golden
really
a lot
solid
so
player.
far. But like, it's just
Okay,
not,
so-
bro.
So can I ask you something?
If you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig, bro.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Who's the Bears' number 1 receiver?
DJ Moore, who's better than
DJ
anyone the
Moore.
Packers have.
Hold on. What were DJ Moore's stats? DJ Moore had about 980 yards, I think it was, give or take 10 or 20. He had between 130 to 150 targets. Okay? Jaden Reed had 860 yards with 75 targets. So what makes DJ Moore better? I'm confused.
The fact that his coaching was atrocious, so they just didn't draw up good plays. He was misused for 15 weeks.
So the target, so the difference in the 75 targets, they were all just all over his head, like no catchable balls.
62% no catchable balls, 28% behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
And 1% I'll say maybe DJ Moore bad body language. Maybe 2%.
I remember that.
But I don't you're just throwing.
But you don't hang on.
You don't want to talk stats, and then you want to talk stats.
DJ Moore at the very least has credit from years back. Like DJ Moore had a time where he was a very, very, very good receiver. And last year, like, call it what you will, it wasn't terrible. But he has a track record. Jaden Reed has never eclipsed 1,000 yards. Why are we talking about Jaden Reed like he's like Randy Moss or something? I'm so confused by this.
I'm not talking about him like he's Randy Moss.
I don't know, bro.
It's just we're talking about
no one on your receiving core has done anything.
In 2023, DJ Moore had 136 targets and 1,400 yards. I don't think Jaden Reed has 1,400 yards in his career. I don't think any Packer does.
That's fine. So
at some point you
I'm
don't
just
have.
saying.
So with what you guys say, and then you guys give the rankings or the records in the division, where'd you put the Packers at last week? I can't remember. Second?
For what?
The division records.
Yeah, probably second.
Probably second. That makes
Maybe
sense.
second.
Maybe first.
So how are we bad at every position, but we're going to be second?
You're getting like all defensive. Like it's not that you're bad at every position. Like we haven't even gotten to the quarterback and running back yet.
All right,
your wide receiving core has objectively not been good.
Okay, that's
the
fine.
nicest way I can say it.
All right, move on. That's fine. Move on.
Fine.